My name is Don. I've recently been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, oral cancer. The choices I had for treatment, to me, would ruin my life immediately. First of all, my teeth would be removed in order to accommodate surgery to the back of my mouth, which would be the left side of my mouth at the rear of my tongue. After the surgery would involve removing bone from my jaw and replacing it with bone from my wrist, which in turn would be replaced with bone from my lower leg. And then skin would be grafted onto my mouth from my wrist and replaced with skin from my leg. I would be hospitalized for quite some time, and I would also have a very dry throat after that. And if the teeth that were not removed would rot because of the chemotherapy and the radiation that would go on for, I believe you said, 9 weeks. At that point, I decided not to do this. I had gone through this once before, and they had to shave my jawbone considerably to the point where a month after my surgery, my jaw broke while I was biting into a tortilla chip. And then my mouth was wired shut for a month in order to heal. And after that point, I did recover. I never fully mentally recovered from that. So in January, this cancer reoccurred. And I did go over to Winston-Salem to a hospital there to talk to a specialist. The local VA hospital felt they were not able to do this because of the complications of the titanium plate that had been placed in my mouth. Okay. The cancer now is at the rear of my throat on the left side, also at the rear of my tongue. I realize that cancer is a fatal disease, but at least I know that I would deteriorate more slowly. It wouldn't be an immediate situation where I have to be fed through my stomach because of my dry throat and so on. That it would take time before I would actually die from this. And I was told about hospice, which I was not aware of before during my first surgery. So I understood that hospice would help me manage the pain, and it has so far. Right now I'm on 11 different medications for pain, for nausea, and some others for other problems that I have, prostate, all kinds of things. And I take them throughout the day. I don't want to live with the quality of life that faces me, which is dismal. I will end it. I see no reason to have a painful existence where I am not happy and I don't make other people happy, and I am a burden to my wife and to society as a whole. If I could get back to a decent quality of life, I would do it. But it's not feasible. And I am deteriorating fairly slowly, but it's noticeable. My voice is not the same as it was. I can't be a pleasant person to be around when I'm in pain. So it's, unless I could have a fairly normal life, an acceptable life, I would take that pill. It's a very tough decision, but I would take it when I decided that I've had enough of this. And that time could come, I hope later than sooner, but it's going to come. Yes. I think very strongly that any competent adult should be able to make that decision for his or herself. It shouldn't be intruded to by government. I think the reason we have this situation is because of custom and because of law and religion that are all, the laws are based on custom and religion mostly, but many people don't realize that religion evolves as laws do. So it's about time for law to address this. And I realize it's difficult for a politician that when there's a litmus test among many politicians to claim some kind of a religious belief in order to be elected, the common good should always take first place in politics. And there are many people in my situation that are going to die painfully because the government has not stepped up and done the right thing by a segment of its population. Yes, making it legal and an option without having to do this in secret and place family members and friends and anyone willing to act humanely at the time that wishes to help you end your misery. I think that it's a disgrace that it's still that way in the 21st century in North Carolina, which claims to be a progressive state at this point. If I do choose to end my life, the priest will not give me the last rites and be jeopardized. But philosophically, I would like to talk because I believe in Christian values strongly. I am not a spiritual person. I am more of a rational person. One thing I like about at least the Catholic doctrine is being able to follow one's conscience. Now, there are fundamentalists that don't think so. I had a neighbor in Florida who was a Baptist minister that wanted to convert me to be a Baptist. And his simple philosophy was, all you have to do is believe, and that's it. You get a free ticket. And I told him that, in my point of view, that makes life a game. Yeah, and there's no, a just God couldn't do that. So we had quite a few arguments. We wanted to go see the coast of North Carolina, but I know I'm not up to it. I need to sleep, I need naps, I have no energy. I have to have this medication all the time, so I can't make any plans. So it could be quite soon, I don't know, when I get fed up with this, or if the pain becomes more common, or more often rather, and more intense. Yes, I'll take that. If I could have the pill, I'd take it. I certainly would. There'll be a point when I don't know when it's coming, but there's going to be a point when I've had enough of it. I know that. My wife and I both enjoy good food. Nothing tastes good to me anymore. I used to paint, I don't do that anymore. But much of what I liked in life is no longer feasible. It won't be. Well, if I had a chance to talk to the governor, I would urge him to sign some legislation that would help people that have incurable diseases, that are competent enough to make the decision to end their lives when their lives become intolerable because of pain and because of the situation where they become a burden to their family and they find no joy in life.